What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And the truth is, Liverpool are flying, and no one saw this happening. Yes, no one saw it happening because Klopp left and a slot coming in. Everyone probably was expecting a slow start, but an slot is hitting the ground running. They've been very consistent so far. 11 games, 28 points. They are doing well in the Premier League, doing well in the Champions League. They've kept the most clean sheets. And like Liverpool are just ticking every box. They are just basically ticking every box. Their last game against Aston Villa, clean sheets in a game where it was like a must-win game for them because Man City dropped points and you need to take advantage. So they extended that gap to 5 points. So every everything about them this season is just on point for Liverpool. And so far, there are some players that have actually impressed me. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about there are people talking about, oh, Liverpool have not had setbacks compared to Arsenal, Man City, and maybe any other thing. But at the end of the day, I would say they've had some. I would say they've had some setbacks. Alisson, I think the last game Alisson played was against Crystal Palace where he picked up an injury, if I'm not mistaken. And Alisson is a key player for them. He's a very, very key player. And the fact that they brought in their second choice goalkeeper and the guy has been doing well for them, that was good. Jota, we all know Jota is another key player for them. And I think Jota is missing due to injury as well. So they are missing. They've missed some key players, and also you guys let me know in the comment section if I'm missing anyone. Compared to Arsenal, Man City, is it much? Is it? I would say. I think for Arsenal, Man City, I would say yes. They like maybe those guys have had it worse. Arsenal and Man City, they've had it worse. But Liverpool, people are making it look like everything has been rosy for them. That's what I'm just trying to say. I'm just trying to say they've had setbacks as well. So it's not been rosy for them, but at the end of the day, they've been able to like win games and like get the results. Even the fact that they didn't get a number six this season, of which everyone was even talking about how it would be a disaster in the midfield, and they've been able to make something out, make make something like out of nothing in that position. Like Gravenberch has just been doing excellently well in that number six position. Shout out to Arnold Slot. In his first season, he didn't really play well. He didn't do well, maybe just due to that, first season trying to settle into the club. But so far this season, I'll say he has been one of my favorite players. He has been doing so well. Gravenberch has been playing so well in that number six position. So shout out to Arnold Slot for actually finding a solution to that position and like trusting Gravenberch to actually play the position very well. So Liverpool had setbacks, true, and also another issue people talk about is they've not really faced any big team. You can only beat what is in front of you. At the end of the day, winning is like a drug. The more you win, you build confidence, you build momentum. You just want to keep winning one game at a time. And so far, they're every team they face, at least they've been able to get the point. Beating Manchester United, yeah, maybe Manchester United are really not up there, but going away to Old Trafford to play is never easy. It's Old Trafford. Playing Aston Villa is never easy. We saw what Aston Villa did to Arsenal last season. It's never easy. The game against Chelsea, did they win that? I think they drew that one. I can't recall. I think they drew that one against Chelsea. So they've they've actually faced some big teams and they've been able to get points from those big teams. So far this season, you can say they are doing well. So far at the moment right now, 11 games, 28 points. They've kept the most clean sheets. They're actually doing well. And I want to talk about Van Dijk and Konate. Van Dijk and Konate so far this season, they've just been on a different level. Honestly, Van Dijk and Konate have been on a different level. They've been defending so well. And I made a video a few weeks ago talking about, last season, the two best centre back were Saliba and Gabriel. Those were the two guys last season that was like in terms of partnership, that kind of thing. And I made a video talking about if there's any two centre back that can actually start bringing in that conversation of who would you rather have this season, Saliba, Gabriel, Van Dijk, Konate. I made a video a few weeks back saying it to be that conversation will soon start because of how good Van Dijk and Konate have been as a pair. I'm not saying individually, of course, it's Van Dijk overall. If you want to like group all of them together, or always pick Van Dijk as the number one in the Premier League. But as a pair, that Van Dijk Konate this season, they've been very, very good. And Mo Salah just doing Mo Salah things. Mo Salah is just doing Mo Salah things, honestly. And is it fair to say he's the best ever or the greatest ever African player to grace the Premier League? Let me know in the comment section. I don't think it's. I don't think. I don't think you will look crazy saying Mo Salah is the best or the greatest player from Africa to play in the Premier League. I don't think it is crazy to say that honestly. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. But can Arsenal and Man City close the gap, or can Liverpool just keep going, or the way? Now let's talk about Arsenal before we go into Man City. Arsenal are 9 points away from like 9 points. Like Liverpool are topping them with 9 points, and Arsenal have had some setback. So I've had some setback. Injuries to Califori, injuries to Odegaard, injuries to who again? I think Tomiyasu has injury. Who again? I think there was a period Bukayo Saka had injuries, and there were issues of red card. Arsenal have had some setbacks, and it has not been really, things have not really gone their way basically. So can Arsenal actually catch up to Liverpool? I don't think it's over for Arsenal honestly, because we're getting into that part of the season where I think they're having their players back. After the international break, some of some key players will be back. Odegaard is already back. I think it's not over for Arsenal, but although the only problem for Arsenal is we've never seen under Mikel Arteta's era where they are trying to catch up to a team. Basically, we've never experienced we've never experienced this kind of situation whereby the point gap is so much and Arsenal are trying to close that gap. So um, can Arsenal do it? Considering I'll be going with how considering how they were last season. I think it was that Christmas or January period when they came back from Dubai and they were just slapping teams. I think a full strength Arsenal team, can they close the gap? I think they can close the gap. And the game against Chelsea, they almost won it. Against Inter Milan, the second half they did much better. It has just been little fine margins when it comes to Arsenal, but I still believe they can close that gap to Liverpool if they have all their players fit. I think Arsenal will be able to close the gap. But the major issue now this season is Arsenal leaking goals, so they need to sort out that aspect of leaking goals for a team that was very good defensively like last season, and this season right now you just feel teams that can score against them. What again? Of course, their set piece, they've really mastered that, and it's been working for them. And maybe the wing position, especially on the left, maybe that you might say that is one area maybe they are not really strong on that left hand side. But I think in their midfield, Arsenal are very, very solid. If every player is with that midfield of maybe whoever Mikel Arteta decides to go with, maybe Partey, Mikel Merino, and Odegaard, or Declan Rice, Mikel Merino, Odegaard. I think Arsenal, if they're off it, Arsenal has a very, very strong midfield. Kai Havertz, he has really not. I think at the beginning of the season, he scored some couple of goals, but so far, I can't recall last when Kai Havertz scored a goal. I can't recall last when Kai Havertz scored a goal, but I don't think that will be a problem now. I think now Odegaard is back, though the team will change in terms of how they play, how they create chance, and and all that. But I still believe I think it's not over for Arsenal. I don't think it's over for Arsenal. I think Arsenal can actually close that gap. On it, I think they can actually do it if they have all their players fit and everyone is back. I think they can actually close the gap. So I know there already talks about the title is over for Arsenal. It's just funny where if it was Man City in Arsenal's position, nobody will be saying the title is over for Man City because of course Man City have done it in the past. It's been proven they will catch up with you, like they've done it in the past. So, but just when it whereby for some people they already say the title is over for Arsenal, and you understand that because Arsenal have not done it in the past, whereby they are trying to close the gap to win the title. For Man City, they've done it over and over, not once, not twice. They've done it in the past a lot of times, so you don't count them out. But for Arsenal, I still believe they can close that gap. Now let's move on to Manchester City. Man City this season, you can tell Man City are not the same. Man City are not the same. Foden is not firing. Um, Doku not firing. Jack Grealish not firing. Nunes has been the one trying in the last couple of games. Eli Haaland does his part. He scores goals. Like, Gundogan has not been at his best. Our defense is shaky. Everything about Man City this season, you can tell there's a problem there. But then again, I understand some players are injured, like some key players, like John Stones, Diaz, Doku, Grealish. Who again? Kevin De Bruyne is already back, but he's not fully fit. Who am I missing again? I think Walker just came back, and he's trying to get. He's not fully fit as well. So there are some players. The key players in the team that are injured. That's like, you understand that. But the problem for Man City just feels like teams now believe they can get something. Teams now believe they can get something if we just put them on pressure, especially if we just put that backline on pressure. They can get something. With Pep Guardiola sort out that midfield issue, of course, I think he can do it. I think Pep knows what to do, but I don't know why he doesn't want to do it. I don't know. I think Pep knows what to do. Pep actually knows what to do, but he doesn't want to do it. I don't know why, because it's very obvious how it seems anytime a team gets a counter attack, they look very, very dangerous against us. But can Man City close the gap? We're just 5 points away from Liverpool. Of course. You can't write Man City off. It's just 5 points, and that's just probably one game. Just one game or so, or 2 games. You can say 2 games. And I think we're in a much better position compared to Arsenal. That's a lot, 9 as compared to 5, of course. But I don't think like it's over for Man City, whereby Man City can close the gap. Can we go on to win it? Considering how we're playing, I don't honestly. If we had Rodri, I'll be very, very confident. I'll be very, 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 very confident if we had Rodri. But now Rodri is out, and the way we're playing, honestly, my confidence level is really not that high. But can we do it? We have a team to do it. We definitely have a team. We definitely have a team that can go on to win, the title. We have a team that can go on to win the title. Closing that gap to Liverpool, I don't think I don't think it will be a very big problem. The problem is just we need to get back to our rhythm. We need to get back to that level where we're very, very consistent. But if both Arsenal and Man City are not careful, Liverpool will just run away with this. They'll just run away with this because they're the team in form right now, because everything just looks on point for them. The attack is clicking, midfield is clicking, defense is clicking. Everything about Liverpool is just on point. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about Liverpool, what you think about Arsenal, what you think about Man City. Can Arsenal and Man City close the gap to Liverpool, or you just feel Liverpool will run away with this title? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you very much. Please do not forget to like, guys. Do not forget to subscribe. I really appreciate if you do it. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.